Good morning, good morning, good morning, or wherever you are. Your heart didn't break apart, it broke open. What do I mean by that? My goodness. By the time you get to the ripe young age of 53, you've had a few heartbreaks in your time. And what I see in every heartbreak that I had, with people dying, marriages not going the way I planned, friendships not being the way I planned either, whatever it is, even the death of an animal, it's easy for me to say. Um, what I noticed is that your heart is actually breaking open. What we've learned to do as people is literally put our heart around a big steel cage, and we're so protective of it. And you see that we think that that's going to make us feel safe and secure, but it doesn't. It actually just makes you feel lonely. And you can't through. And guess what? Whenever you have that literally covering your heart, then nothing can get in. And so we end up in lack, and we end up just using our own energy. And that depletes and depletes and depletes until we're exhausted. You're not lacking in energy. You're lacking in love. You are energy. You just didn't know it yet. So, what do I mean? Where was my experience? Where was my wisdom at this? And through all of my life and all the different things that have happened, even the death of my mum and my brother recently, that those tears were tears of love. Okay, we can have selfish tears, they're not here, blah, 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 blah. But when I really, really experienced it, and I remember putting myself through this in one of my relationships because I could see the end. I could see the end. I could see something. My head was going, this is stupid, but my heart was just like, keep going, keep going. So I walked into heartbreak over and over and over until there was nothing to be broken. And you know what I experienced? Love of myself. Absolute love of self. That's it. Just love of self. Now, the idea of this really, really hit me big style whenever my horse actually died about a few weeks ago. And of course, the tears, 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 tears. And it was okay because I've learned to be okay with me. I've learned that I'm not going to fall apart whenever something falls apart in my life or looks like it's falling apart. And what I'd realized is that I didn't say goodbye to Maverick. I didn't put him to sleep. He didn't die. The life left his body. Now, if you're ever with somebody who's passing away and see the life leave their body, it's truly an amazing experience. Truly is. And to do it for my horse, to hold his head while he had that injection, it was his time. He chose his time. And I just saw the life leave his body. Of course I cried, but what I felt was love, the full love. And it was just so free, so open, so everything. And that's when I realized that life, we don't die. I mean, I'd heard it so many times, you're never born, so you can never die. So I sort of understood it, but I'd never experienced it. And it was then that I experienced, oh my goodness. People were saying, well, whenever it came time for the burial and I sat down beside his body, and, people were going, oh my goodness, I don't know how you can sit with him like that. And I went, well, he's not there. This was the thing that he traveled in. Maverick was my soulmate, believe it or not, my beautiful horse. And the joy and the fun and the laughter that we had together was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And so what I felt was an outpouring of love. So my wish for all of you who've gone through heartbreak, who've been through heartbreak, who are afraid of getting involved in relationships, listen, step into everything 100%. Step into everything 100%, because if you don't, you're getting hurt anyway. You're literally going to get hurt anyway. It's like you're protecting, and that stress that you're causing yourself causes what could have been beautiful to fall apart. It doesn't have to be that way. If you love somebody and you trust them and they show you mistrust, love them anyway. Doesn't mean you have to stay, because you're actually loving yourself 100%. Step into everything. The only way to get over anything is to keep doing it, and then it just goes. The fear of it just goes. Well, whenever I was with Maverick to begin with, and he used to be scared of ropes, so I stood and I threw a rope over his back over and over and over and over again until he had no reaction whatsoever. I didn't hit him with it. I just threw it over his back. I just sort of lay it over, pulled it away, lay it over, pulled it away, until eventually he just went, it's a rope, no big deal. So your protection of yourself is actually hurting you more than just stepping into something and being open and allowing your heart to open. So your heart isn't breaking apart. Don't try and hide it all up again and like protect yourself and make sure I don't get hurt again. That just hurts you even more. You will be hurt again because of your fear of being hurt again. You will be hurt again. But if you're not afraid of being hurt again, you can never be hurt again. How can anybody hurt your feelings anyway? They're your feelings. Are you the only one who can say I am for yourself? Can anybody else say that for you? No, they can't, can they? They can't. You are the I am. I mean, tell me, can anybody else say I am for you? No. Well, what you choose to say after that, is that your choice? So choose. Step into anything. Step into the relationship. Step into the job. Step into the new idea. Just step into it. Start protecting yourself. Protection will hurt you. And it is hurting you the whole journey. Fear, doubt, worry. Fear, doubt, worry. Open your heart. Step in and know you're okay. Look, you're 100% successful in everything you've done so far. Why do I know that? Because you're here now watching this. So listen, have an awesome day. Your heart didn't break apart. It broke open. Go and break it open some more. Or choose to break it open yourself. Or somebody else will. Or something else will. You're okay. You've got this. I promise. If this resonates with you, share, like, subscribe. Make sure that people get it. Perhaps it can help somebody this day. That you're okay and you are love. Love yourself first and foremost. Then nothing can harm you. Have a good day now.